Now I want to talk about the college application essay. The college application essay is the single most important chance for you to personally build a case to the colleges that you are a worthy candidate. I've heard so many stories of how people did not do so well on the SATs, but still got into some very great schools because they did an excellent job on the essay. So the essay can change everything. Now let me talk to you about some details of the essay. First of all, many colleges in the United States, including Harvard, Yale, and Stanford, accept the common application. The common application has 4 pages. It asks you for your personal information, your test scores, your extracurricular activities, your work experience, and it also asks you to write a short response regarding your favorite extracurricular activity. At the end of the common application, you will submit your personal essay. And that's the essay that we talk about. The application gives you a few suggestions on what you can write for your personal essay, but you can literally write about anything because the last suggestion says a topic of your choice. Besides from the common application, many selective colleges in the United States also require that you fill out a supplementary application. The supplementary application is a shorter application that asks you more specific questions about your background, about your extracurricular activities, and so forth. And at the end of the supplementary application, you can submit an additional supplementary essay. In that essay, you can talk about things that you did not get a chance to talk about in your main common application essay. Even though they say that the supplementary essay is optional, it really isn't because most applicants do it, and so should you. Harvard also has a supplementary application, and this is what it reads for the essay part. Occasionally, students feel that college application forms do not provide a sufficient opportunity to convey important information about themselves or their accomplishments. If there is something you would like us to know, please inform us in the essay section at the end of the document. If you wish to include an additional essay, you may do so. The possible topics are unusual circumstances in your life, books that have affected you the most, an academic experience that has meant the most to you, travel or living experiences in other countries, or a list of books you have read during the past 12 months. A copy of the Harvard supplementary application can be downloaded online at www.admissions.college.harvard.edu. In fact, I would highly recommend you to check out this very same website because they answer a lot of the commonly asked questions about the application process to Harvard. And also, what's more amazing is that they posted up a lot of video clips of Harvard undergraduates talking about the experiences in Harvard. So that's a really great tool for you to find out more about Harvard. Now, let me share with you some of my insights on how to write a compelling college application essay. Number 1, the key to writing an outstanding application essay is that it has to be genuine. Don't write about something that you think will impress the admissions people. Instead, write about something that really inspires you, something that really fascinates you, that really means a lot to you. To convince other people, you have to convince yourself first. If you fake it, the college admissions people will know, and they will not have a good impression of you. Secondly, please try to avoid common topics like how difficult it is for you to learn English as an immigrant, or how difficult it is for you to have a member of your family died from a disease. Although these topics are significant, but there are probably thousands of people who share the same experience, and you want to write something that's special, that sets you out from these thousands of people. Thirdly, when is the best time to start your college application essay? Some people say that, well, you should start in the summer before your senior year. Some people say that you should start writing in your junior year even. But I would say that for some magical reasons, people mature a lot over the summer before their senior year. They tend to have a lot of new ideas, new thoughts, new perspectives about themselves. And so I would suggest that instead of starting to write the college application essay early, I would suggest you to instead focus more on these new ideas and new thoughts. So what I would suggest is to have a journal and write down new thoughts whenever they come to your mind and focus on those new ideas instead. Because, again, it's the ideas that matter more than the writing. So I would suggest you to maybe start writing your college application essay in early October. My fourth point about the essay is that you should edit your draft many, many times. You simply cannot afford to have any grammatical mistakes. Ask a trustworthy teacher, maybe your English teacher, your history teacher, to read your essay and give you some comments on it, and then go back to work on those comments, and then let the same teacher look at it again, and go back and work on it, and then let another teacher look at it. When I say edit your draft, I don't mean just fixing little grammatical things. I mean rearranging your paragraphs, adding new ideas, deleting redundant phrases, and making sure that everything is coherent. This is not very difficult because you've got the main ideas already. It just takes time. And editing really makes a big difference. I had over 6 or 7 drafts, and when I compare my first draft and my final draft, they look tremendously different to me. So editing really makes a difference. Now I would like to share with you an excerpt of my common application essay. Since the common application allows us to write about anything, I wrote about my interest in politics, and here it is. In the past, I was mainly engaged in pure intellectual pursuits, and I was never interested in government and politics. That changed in the summer of 2005, however, when I attended the Junior Statesman Summer School at Yale University, with a scholarship granted by SummerSearch, a nonprofit organization that serves low-income, high-potential students. In the 4-week summer school, the other students and I discussed controversial political issues such as stem cell research and gay marriage rights. I came to know that politics is crucial for the well-being of society. Then, when I heard federal appellate judge Sonia Sotomayor talk, I was enlightened by the idea that even though inequality exists in society, politicians have the duty to promote fairness in order to offset these inequalities. Justice is a virtue that we should all pursue. Coming from a minority background and having read literature about the injustice that minority people face, I was especially inspired by how affirmative action aimed to compensate for inequality. Furthermore, in my constitutional law class, I was fascinated by the brilliant logic and truths found in the study of law. I was surprised that the law conveys much about the nature of humankind. By the end of the summer school, I was a different person, a person who values government and politics in addition to pure intellectual pursuit. Since I returned from the Junior Statesman Summer School, I have changed. The new passion I gained for politics has made me aware of social and political issues. I participate in classroom discussions on political science, and this year I'm participating in the speech and debate team at my school. Also, I continue to read to keep informed about local, national, and international issues. I'm happy that my new interest in social justice is a valuable addition to my pure academic interests. Furthermore, I'm determined that my college studies will include ethics and the philosophy of applying knowledge to the betterment of mankind through politics. Writing the college application essay really isn't as daunting as you may think it is. Once you know what you want to write, it can actually be fun because you're writing something that means the most to you. So start searching for ideas early, and best of wishes to you.